experience of those individuals, and also not at the institutions, but also by the government. So that following year, about 25 graduating students at San Jose State University announced that they would hold a separate ceremony, which they labeled Chicano Commencement, to bring attention to what they saw as a continued lack of commitment by universities to meet the educational needs of the growing Chicano communities. And in the years to follow, students at many colleges and universities across the country started to hold similar types of events. So that was exciting because then in May 2018, we added SIU to that list. So we're thrilled to be able to host this event, this special graduation, and again, our 10th of this nature here at this university. So without further ado, I'm very excited even more. If you can't tell, I get excited about a lot of things. It's who I am. But this I'm very excited about. We have a featured speaker who's recommended from another person in this room too, and who's graced our stage multiple times with lots of wonderful words, and we're excited to have her. And that is our very own Dr. Angel Jones. Dr. Jones, I would say, is a friend of the Hub now, and is here to share an uplifting and inspiring message to our graduating class of the fall of 2022. Dr. Angel Jones is an educator, an activist, and a critical race scholar with 15 plus years of experience in K-12 and higher education. And her research focuses on the impact of racism on the mental health of Black students in historically white institutions. Her areas of expertise include racial microaggression, racial battle fatigue, and gender racism. She's also a public scholar who uses social media as an educational tool to increase access to academic scholarship. So prior to joining the Department of Teaching and Learning, as a visiting assistant professor, Dr. Jones is a middle and high school counselor in Atlanta, Georgia. So additionally, she has also served as program manager for an organization that provided tutoring and test preparation for low-income students in Washington. So, she's kind of accomplished, but also she loves students as much as the next person here on campus. And so I can't wait for her to join us on the stage. So with that, Dr. Jones. Not for them just yet. Yes, we're still working on that. So behind the scenes, go ahead and do that. Okay.
Okay. Hi. Hey, y'all. Congratulations, y'all. Just know I don't have to know you to be proud of you. I really am proud of you. I am Dr. Angel Jones. My pronouns are she, her, and Aya. I am super hyped to be here. Any opportunity I get to let students know how dope they are, is definitely something I'm going to take advantage of. So thank y'all for allowing me to be here. I'll start with a little bit about me and my journey, and then focus on y'all, not what this is about, not about me. I am an Afro-Latina. I am a first-generation college student, and I was raised by a dope Puerto Rican single mother in Brooklyn. I think oftentimes people see those different marginalized identities as bad things or deficits or things that we have to overcome. I see them as my superpowers. And I think about going to college for the first time 21 years ago. Please don't do the math to decide how old I am, and just how exciting that was. But I also learned through a lot, especially as a first-gen student, my first semester. Little academic probation, partly because I didn't know what I was doing, also because I partied, going to studies, but I did get my life together. Eventually, y'all think it better second semester, but I did eventually have to withdraw because of academic reasons, and thought that I was just going to be done and just not go back to school. But I thought about my community, I thought about my family, I thought about the sacrifices my mom made as a single mom. So I did go back 3 years later to think about the fact that I almost gave up completely, and now I'm Dr. Angel Jones, to me is so mind-boggling. But like I said before, I didn't do it in spite of all my marginalized identities. I really believe I did it because of them, and I was able to do them because of them. And I hope that if y'all also have marginalized identities, even outside of China, that y'all know that they can do this too. The world can be a hater, but the fact that y'all are here, the fact that you are graduating shows that you already shut up the haters, that you already quieted the critics. Sometimes we are our own worst critic, and I hope that you know now what you are capable of. This is just the beginning of that. I want to share some things that I believe that you deserve. There are a plethora of those things, but I'm going to focus on a couple of them. You deserve to celebrate. Absolutely celebrate this moment. You worked your butt off to get here, and that is worth celebrating. But every single accomplishment is worth celebrating. Whether you think it's super small or insignificant, you had to work to make that happen. And I want to make sure that y'all are celebrating that. I want you to celebrate the people in your life that helped to get you here. We don't get here alone. It is our village, our ancestors, our community, our family, our nagging mom that definitely called me all the time to make sure that I was doing. I feel like she kind of looks like it's your nagging mom here. So it's a beautiful thing to be able to celebrate those things. You also deserve joy. I think being a Latina, being a woman, being marginalized, we go through so much pain. And I think folks normalize all that pain, but we deserve joy. We deserve to smile. Our hearts deserve to smile. We deserve to bust out in songs, do a salsa dance in the middle of the stage. Like y'all really deserve to experience joy. And you also get to decide what joy looks like for you, right? Maybe salsa dancing isn't joy. Like maybe it's something else, but holding on to that, there's a need for rest as well. I think we get so focused on setting our goals and accomplishing it. But after the last 4, I don't know, maybe 6 years, it took me 8 years. You worked hard, so you deserve the joy of rest. You also deserve to be unapologetic about who you are. That is something that I didn't learn early enough. But thinking about what would it be like if you guys will walk into a room and know that you are the dopest person. What is it like for you to walk into the room and not have to worry about what you're wearing, what your hair looks like? I didn't think about me like now being natural. When I was an undergrad, I felt like I couldn't wear my hair natural. I couldn't dress as good. I couldn't do certain things because of what the world thought, right? But now I walk into this space as myself, curly hair, stutter, whatever it is, I walk into that room as my authentic self, and it's a beautiful thing. And y'all deserve to be able to do that as well. I hope that you know that. You also deserve to dream. Deserve to dream as big as you can possibly dream, and then dream even bigger. I think because we do accomplish what you're accomplishing right now, sometimes you go, okay, like I've made it, I'm good. And yes, we're gonna celebrate that, but it's okay to continue dreaming. Don't put any limits or limitations on what it is you want to achieve. I know I definitely struggled with that myself, and I still do. Right, although according to Lindy, I'm very accomplished, I still struggle with the dreaming, right? So I lean on the people in my life to help me not get into my own way when it comes to dreaming, to setting goals, to kind of figure out what that looks like. I think about having a PhD, like this wasn't my dream come true, because I didn't think it was possible. Right, like the idea of doctor in front of my name was just like mind-boggling. Even my family knows now that I have it, so they don't really understand. So, like, so can you write prescriptions? No, it's not that type of doctor. So, like, they're super proud and super excited. They have no idea what it is that I do in real life. But there are folks in my life that did see this for me. So making sure that you're surrounding yourself with people that will remind you who you are. When I think about dreaming, like, what would you dream of if you knew that Debbie was right? If you actually thought about that, if you knew that whatever it was, you were guaranteed to achieve it, what would you dream? Give me a second to actually think about it. So I'm thinking about it. Like, what is my dream? And thinking about who you want to be, right? Like if you knew that who you were supposed to be is guaranteed, destined, who would you dream of being? Right? How would you dream of living? How would you dream of moving? Right? If you could just block out all the noise, block out all the expectations, what would your dream life look like? What would your dream existence look like? What does that look like for you? What does success look like for you? I think we often think about the American dream, whatever that is, the 2 kids, the dog, white picket fence. I'm from Brooklyn, we don't have any of those things. So that was never my dream, but you get to decide what success looks like for you. But I will tell you that you are already successful. In this moment, you have already did the dang thing. Like, I'm so excited and proud of you. But I don't want you to forget who you are. I don't want you to forget what's possible. This is just the beginning for you. And don't let anyone ever tell you differently, including yourself, right? remembering that you deserve joy, you celebrate, you deserve to be unapologetic, and you deserve to dream. When it's something that you deserve, you don't have to ask permission. Congratulations.
So much, Dr. Mills, for sharing your thoughts with us. I'm again honored to collaborate with you, always happy to have the opportunity for you to share your thoughts with us. And now, even more excitement, I know it's hard to imagine, but even more excitement because now we're going to recognize each graduate individually. Momentarily, we'll ask our graduates to stand and proceed to the podium at the side of the stage. Graduates, you'll receive your cord at that time, and you'll be able to pick up your certificates at the end of the ceremony at the table that you checked in now. We'll then ask you also to proceed back to the instructions from Taylor already to sit together at the end. Yes, as we read the names of the graduates and they cross the stage, we're also going to be sharing a PowerPoint with each graduate's name with the picture they've shared with us. We didn't post these, they shared. And those of you within this space, you're more than welcome to cheer, take pictures, whatever makes you happy at this moment. Additionally, you'll see we have a lovely photographer here, Howard, at the end. So graduates, feel free to pose for him. I'm sure you can get some good pictures out of this. If you don't want to pose, there's no pressure either, so it's up to you. Once the names of all the graduates are shared, we will ask everyone in attendance now to then all make one exuberant sound of joy and happiness for our graduates at that time. So just know that will happen. So graduates, as your name as our let me go together. Graduates. Your name is called. Please know that we truly honor and we do celebrate. Those who want to come from persons will get their cord and their certificate. And we do hope that you will wear these proudly as you graduate in your actual respective exercises. So with that, we're going to begin recognizing our students. So at this time, if I can have the PowerPoint prepared, graduates, please join me. I will say your name and then also give you your cord. So we're going to do this one at a time. Yeah. Erica Anastasia Veronica Garcia, proceeding a Bachelor of Science, majoring in Biological Sciences with a concentration in Medical Science, minoring in Chemistry, and another minor in Forensic Sciences. Yeah, Brianna Nayeli Villavicencio, getting a Bachelor of Science with a major in Biological Sciences, concentration in Integrative Biology. All right, Mauricio, 24, Master of Business Administration, major Business Administration with a concentration on Project Management. We have Andrea. Yes. Andrea, Caroline Lopez.
No, let me.
Master of Science, major in psychology, concentration in clinical child and school psychology. Sorry, say I gotta do this. Oh. Gotta get some good pictures too.
That looks great.
Yeah. All right, can I get that big exuberant joyous? Excellent, very exciting. So, thank you again for your participation. And again, congratulations to the graduates. Today you look lovely in your stoles. Graduates, as you go out into the world and make your mark, remember that you are proud as CP and that you have left a legacy here on this campus and in the hearts of those who've encountered one here. To remind you a little bit about how you're always a Cougar, We have an alumni, Rafi, I forgot to ask how to say your last name.
McKillian.
Michaela, thank you. Graduate of 10 and 15, here to share some thoughts with you now, Rafi.
Hey, bro, can you hear me?
Yeah.
My name is Rocky Gillian, Guatemalan and Latinx descendant, and I'm proud to represent this board their community outreach and student engagement. Congratulations, special moment. First off, congratulations on earning your degree from SIU. You should be very proud of your accomplishments, and I commend each of you for your hard work and commitment for your education. As soon as you cross the commencement stage next week, you'll be joining more than 120,000 members of our alumni family spanning across the country and around the world, where you'll no doubt join the tradition of fellow alumni making significant contributions to their professions and communities. SIU continues to bring incredible joy to me and so many others during my time as a student and still years later to support from the desires to witness the success of fellow alumni, SIU alumni. It is one of the most tangible and exciting parts of being on the alumni board. It is truly a privilege to welcome you into this alumni family. I encourage you to remain actively engaged with our university through the Alumni Association. The Alumni Association will keep you informed about the university and encourage you to be involved in activities and initiatives, either on campus or throughout one of our new chapters or networks. Finally, we hope to see you next week at the Always a Cougar graduation celebration on Thursday, December 15th for a toast to your success as you enter the next chapter of your SIU story. As you celebrate your amazing accomplishments with friends and family, know that you will forever be a valued member of the Southern Illinois University Edwardsville alumni family. Congratulations, felicidades.
With that, I want to say one more congratulations, one more big round of applause for our graduates. And thank you all for joining us. We do have a reception set up next door. So if you just head to this direction, my left, your right afterwards, we have lots of refreshments for you. And also, you know, Howard's around. He's always good at taking pictures. If you want to take some big fan pictures, you know, or pictures with the graduates. In fact, graduates, if you hold back for 1 second, we'll take a picture with you. Yeah, okay, good. And you can hang out as long as you like. We'd love to have you. And if you need anything else, let a staff member know. And with that, one more big congratulations. I think if you'll join me up here real quick for a picture. Families, friends, colleagues, if you want to go ahead and head next door for some snacks and enjoyment, they'll join you momentarily. Thank you.
That's, yeah. Let's see. Come towards the front here. See if you have those two things. Yeah. That'll be good. Sure. Let's bring me. A little closer. Yeah. Yeah. Better. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Should I move it?
No, I think it's good.
Okay.
All right.
What happened in here? Where how'd it go? Like, sound just died, right?
Yeah.
Everything goes, okay.
Yeah.
We don't think of why-
I'm gonna work with Kyle tomorrow. It's-
Okay, okay. Well, I know part of
I
it.
try to find them.
It's, yeah, I think. Yeah. Okay.
Hang out, and that's not. Here, go ahead. Go.
Oh, my God.
Right, good job. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's go.
Hmm?
What's your is? Or can you end the meeting?
Yep.